So before going to this advanced tutorial, I want to go to the previous session because we have left one topic, that is the map overlays. So first of all, I will go through the map overlays. Uh, After that, we will go to the advanced tutorial section. So map overlays means there are certain other different types of maps that can be uh, used in Google Earth for some advanced type of work. So to enable the map overlay, there's a link, and I will give this link to all of you. This link can be obtained by several methods. One is, if you search in Google and if you simply type on Google Art Map Overlays, then you will be given several options. You see, this particular option uh, will bring you to a particular website, and here you have, first of all, you have to sign in, otherwise you will not be able to download anything from here. So you can sign in by using your Gmail account. So here you see there are several types of maps. These maps can be used along with your satellite view of the Google Earth. Now there are several types of maps, and you can go through each and every one. Google Maps are also there, Google Terrain Maps are also there, and you can also have some uh, wall maps and wall relief maps also there. So there are a lot of different types of maps, and you can use these maps. So if you want to use any one of these map, then you will have to simply click there, and if you log in to this particular website, then you will be able to download the KML file. Now I have already signed in to this particular website, and I have downloaded one KML file, and this KML file is, I think it is located here, Google Maps Terrain Overlay for Google Earth. So this particular overlay that you are looking here, if you download this file, then you will be given one KML file, and if you open this KML file in the Google Earth, then you'll see there is a new tab extension has been added in the temporary places, and you can see now Google Earth in a complete different way. Now this type of maps are also useful to, sometimes they are very much useful for getting high resolution um, uh, this terrain maps along with your all the vector files that you have developed in the Google Earth. Now if you have traced some rivers or you have traced some locations, then if you want to export that particular map along, not but you don't want to use the default satellite view of the Google Earth, but you want to represent that map in a completely different way, then you can use these overlays. So by that way you can use some map overlays. Now you see, if you export this particular area, then it will generate lots of small uh, maps, but in a very high resolution format, and those maps can be further be used for for your research purpose or your academic activity. So this is a way that by using this particular KML extension, and you'll be able to get the Google map view inside your Google Earth. Similarly, there are a lot of different types of maps are also there. This is the terrain, the hybrid map, which includes the terrain as well as the vector, completely vectorized uh, Google map. But there are some other maps also, like if you go back, then you'll see, and you see this is your map relief map of the world. So you will have all the digital elevation model, and and that can be viewed inside your Google Earth. Now what is the benefit? The benefit is that uh, now for to work in GIS we use some other softwares like your global mapper or something like that, and for that you will need some different types of data, satellite data. Now some of the data are free to download from your Bhuvan uh, archive, that is this particular website, as it is controlled by your Indian Space Research Organization. From here you can download some list 3 data as well as cartodem, that are digital elevation model. But this data, for example, this one is a dam. Now this particular dam do not have any vector information like what is the location, what is the what are the local place names that are located around this particular area. So it is quite difficult to obtain the roads and the uh, some popular place names in the digital elevation model, because these are raw data. So in order to incorporate the local place names and other things, you will have to again open one KML file or any shape file that you have generated using your GIS software or something like that. So better to use one this type of relief map, or if you click here you will get a one KML file just like we have here. So by using that KML file you will be able to get the terrain data in the Google Earth itself. And along with that, if you enable the other layers like your roads, then places, then your local place names, then this data will be incorporated along with your map. So you see, this is this Bhajo, it is written there. This particular information is coming out from the map, but this this one is coming out from the your Google Earth layer system. So by that way you can have the terrain configuration as well as your local place names in uh, without adding or subtracting any further vector layer in your digital elevation model. So that is a short way to enhance your work productivity. So this is your information overlay. Now if you already have some data that you have generated in the GIS software, that can be also uh, incorporated in the Google Earth. For example, I have downloaded one satellite imagery from uh, I think we have to go back into session 2. Okay, now I have downloaded one satellite imagery, and this is a Landsat imagery. So if you want to open this Landsat image in the Google Earth, that can be done very easily. All you have to do is to select all file types, then you select the particular Landsat image and you click open. Now it will automatically adjust the uh, image size, and it will give you some extra options also if you like to crop the image or if you like to create some super overlays. So no need to do anything, just click on the create super overlays and it will create one repository that will be used to collect all the small fragments or your grids of the satellite image in a particular KML format that is supported by Google. So you select one directory. So I'm selecting this particular directory. You select the folder. Now you see the Google Earth is dividing that particular satellite imagery into small fragments, and it will save that data to that particular repository. And now you can see the satellite image has been superimposed over the Google Earth. Now by that way you can also open your satellite image in the Google Earth. Now this is your uh, this is your actual Google Earth view, and if you enable this satellite image, then you will get the satellite image overlays on the Google Earth. By that way you can use the satellite imageries also. So here you, if you enable the local place names, so now you can see the all the informations are now coming up above the satellite image. But if you simply use the satellite image, then you see there is no such information is there. It is simply one satellite image. It will showing the uh, surface features only. This is the river, these are the surrounding areas. But if you want to get the local place names over that particular image, so this is, I think, the most shortest way is the use that particular image in the Google Earth itself. Now if you enable the road section also, you will get the roads in the satellite image. So now you can export this particular image into JPG file or PNG file. All you have to do is to click this particular icon here, you save the image, or you can directly go to the file menu and you click on save, and there is the last option is the save image. If you click here, then some legends will appear. If you want to disable them, you have to click here, or if you want to add some any information above this particular image, then you can enable the title or something, say scale or compass also. So this is the scale, and you can adjust the location of your scale also. So now you have to simply edit your, because it is written untitled map, definitely will give some title here. So the title is a test image, and you can write some description also. So like that. So you can improve the image quality also. Now it is currently in 1366 multiplied by 6032 resolution. If you increase the size, then you can simply click on this drop down menu, and the maximum size is the 4800 multiplied by 2220 resolution. So this is pixel resolution. Now you click on the save image. Now if you click here and give a file name, test image, export it. Now you can choose the file format also. Only JPG format is available here. So click save, and it will take some time because we are creating a very large image. So it depends on the size of the size you are giving, or the size allocation of the image. So I will cancel it because it will take a lot of time to render the image, and the speed is depend on your performance of your computer.